get into the word, first and foremost, I got to say, you got to press till it break. All right? You got to press till it break. All right? Okay, cool. Good. You got that. Good. Okay, good. So look, y'all. Y'all already know I've been on this whole kick about love. And I'm just so in love with the thought of love. And when I say the thought of love, I'm not talking about how, I know a lot of people, they be kind of going through that battle of like loneliness or just thinking that they have to get married. They got to force people to marry them. They got to whatever, because all of this identity that they got and this idea and this look and this image and this, what's the word I'm looking for? Entitlement to certain things in life, and one of those things be marriage, right? And when I roll my eyes, I don't think I'm saying it like that, because then I'm not. I just be talking junk. But look, when I talk about love, and the reason why I'm saying that I'm so in love with the thought of love is because God has opened my eyes to good afternoon, Robert. But yeah, God has opened my eyes to what real love really is. And what I've realized is that love starts within you. But a lot of people think that love is going to start on the outside, and it doesn't. Let me tell y'all this. Love, for one, it is sacrificial and etc., right? But the only way people really be able to do that sacrifice and give that sacrifice is from a place that's within them. So that's why I keep saying, like, listen, it starts within. But not only that, when you are able to love, you're going to have peace, right? And even when you are in a part of that peace and that love and that overflow, it's going to come from the people that you have around you, but also the place that you're in. So let me try to break that down, because I know it sounds contradicting, but listen. When it's a love within you, that means that it's a maturity that's within you. That means that it is a fulfillment, a place of fulfillment that is within you. Fulfillment only really comes from God, because God is going to give you your purpose. Your purpose is going to give you your reason, but you're also going to be in love with that reason. Why? You're going to be in love with that purpose. Why? Because that purpose is going to be a gift that God has given you naturally. And people enjoy what they are almost perfect at. Like, it can challenge you. Like, for example, God gifted me with music. Music is my purpose. I naturally do that. I naturally sing. I naturally write. Right? And because God has gifted me with this thing that I can naturally do, I enjoy it because it comes naturally for me. Now, if somebody try to place me in a painting class, it's like, okay, I can paint a picture, but I'm not in love with it. I don't naturally do that. That's something that somebody would have to probably show me and teach me, but eventually I'll grow off of it, grow past it, and keep going. So now that internal love will come from your purpose, and your purpose will give you your own sense of peace. But now let me tell you this. The more you elevate, not just in purpose, but as a person, because your purpose can elevate you as a person. You can grow and mature and learn what love looks like, what sacrifice looks like, what enjoyment looks like, what peaceful love looks like. And it can come from you pursuing your purpose. But it'll also teach you, hold on 1 second, y'all. But it'll also teach you how to give that same peaceful sacrifice and love and purity to a person, right? So now that can fall into a relationship. But now that God has used your single season of you just growing as a person internally and pursuing your purpose, now he has taught you what love looks like all by yourself with him and God alone, right? But then because you've elevated, it's as if God can now trust who you are and who you've become through your walk with him by you pursuing your purpose. Do that make sense? You pursuing your purpose will include God. And now that y'all have shown and given time to one another, you grow into a trustworthy individual, right? And now this alone can literally elevate your whole life. Do you get what I'm saying? And the reason why I say that is because, hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Are you hot? What you want? What's going on? Let's take this. This might be irritating you a little bit. You sleepy? You just woke up from a nap. Snook, come on, man. Come on. Okay. I know. I wish I could find something to distract her. I'm gonna just try to talk over her a little bit for a minute. But it can literally elevate your whole life as a person. And the reason why I say this is because you know how God even tells you that basically, to whom much is given, much is required, right? That much that is required of you, it's more than likely going to take place during that season of your singleness, during that season of you just growing, being pruned by God, and etc. So now that you elevate as a person, story bus. Hold on, wait. I ain't see a comment. My son enjoys both. Both what? I don't know what you're talking about. But now that you've elevated as a person during your single season and you've learned what the love of God looks like, meaning that like you come in, you can serve, you can give, and you don't count. Like you aren't counting everything that you do for a person. You ain't even counting what they do for you because you have now identified yourself with servitude, with the love of God, right? So either way it goes, you elevate into a person who's spreading God's love, right? And so now because of that alone, it's almost as if God is going to protect you so that he can elevate you, so that he can use you for more. Because now when you have become a person who understands how the love of God works, now you're trustworthy. You get what I'm saying? When you are trustworthy, you can be used, right? But either way it goes though, y'all, this understanding of love, she kind of throwing me off. I might have to make another video, but this understanding of what love is and how love is and how love literally promotes. She like, I'm gonna just get a little louder. She like, hey, why you gotta do this? Start as soon as I start the video, y'all. We've been in this car for almost 20 minutes. She ain't made a sound. Now I'm on this video. She want to make noise. But yeah. Either way it goes, though, this just coming to this understanding of what love is and what it does in life, as far as like literally encouraging people, like true, genuine love, the love of God, it will encourage you. It will put you at peace. It will literally make you be like, okay, I'm at an overflow. And when I say encouraging you, it's because even when other people, like I said, God will change your circle the more that you change. The more you change, you get elevated. Your people, your circle, your circumstances, your season will elevate as well. And when this occurs, it's like the people around you will have the love of God in them also. But see, the reason being is because y'all know how they say birds of a feather flock together? It's like that. Even with the kingdom of God, it's different levels of, in a way, I don't want to say different levels of Christians, because when I say that, actually that is what I'm going to say, but I don't mean it in that way. Because I'm not saying that like, oh, it's different, like God love different levels of Christians more or nothing like that, because that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is this: people who have done the work to actually have the love of God, it's like them people will get placed around you as well. And now it's like y'all get to walk and spread that love even more. You're going to be encouraged. You get what I'm saying? To get up and to go out because your circle is healthy. Listen, if you wondering why God has separated you from certain people, it's because you have to grow. You know how God say iron sharpens iron. That's in his word. It's the same thing when it comes to your circle, when it comes to your seasons. A lot of people be like, wondering like, okay, well, why couldn't they come? Like, I love them, or why couldn't they go? I don't think they've ever done anything, this, that, and the third. But God is like, listen, there are people who, one, are just not trustworthy. Anybody who hasn't done the work, if they don't understand the love of God, they will be a divider. Because people who don't use and operate in the love of God, they count everything that they do. They look for the gain. You get what I'm saying? They don't know how to come in and be like, okay, look, I'm going to do this, that, and the third before I go. Not for me, but for you. And it's just that. It's nothing else to it. It's like, listen, I see where you're struggling at. Let me come in and do this for you. And then I'm gone. It's nothing else to it. That's the love of God. This is why I was saying, when God came in and started working on his children, start working on you, start working on whoever, he didn't say, okay, I'm going to wait until you stop smoking and drinking to start working with you. I'm sorry, y'all. I know she's digging, but she's going to sleep. Go to sleep. But he doesn't be like, okay, I'm going to wait for you to become this type of person to start calling you into the kingdom. No, God meets you where you're at. He be like, I know you smoking and drinking, but I'm about to start working on you. And he starts pulling you in and calling you in and giving you signs and healing you and all of these things, speaking to you, just showing you things, right? That's how the love of God operates. It comes in, it sees where you're at. It sees where people are at. Even me as a child of God, I have to start walking in people's lives and being like, I see where you at. I see where you struggling. Let me help in them areas. It's nothing else to it. You might be helped by them as well. But however they help you, it may come naturally. It may come intentionally from them. But I'm speaking about us. I'm speaking about you and what we are going to do when we walk into people's lives to spread the love of God. Because see, although the love of God takes work, that it's actually a healer for each individual who is operating in his love. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to tell y'all, so much mental stress lifted off of me, emotional stress as well, lifted off of me once I started to realize that if I don't count what I do, and I don't really count what I do for people, but I'm just using that as an example. But either way it goes, if I don't keep track and I just give and be a cheerful giver, now it's like that just took work off of your plate. Because you don't have to worry about what somebody done did or what they're going to do or if they're going to offer or if you even have enough to offer them. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that'll be a battle where you could be a person that'll be like, well, I didn't give this, that, and the third because I didn't feel like I had enough. Or maybe you just planned things out around what you needed, but you didn't plan things out around what everybody needed. Like everybody around you. Okay, I'm gonna give you a prime example. You can go to the store, you can buy a case of juice, and you can be like, okay, this case of juice is gonna last me for 7 days. Or you can be like, all right, I'm about to buy this case of juice, and I know that it might be gone in 1 day, but everybody got juice. I expected it. I'm going to run back and get some more juice. You get what I'm saying? The love of God is going to place you in a mentality to where you're going to be like, I know what everybody need, not just me. You know what I'm saying? This is how I can help the group, not just me. That's the love of God. And you don't look at your group and be like, well, how much does this person give to the group? How much does that person give to the group? That's not how the love of God works. The love of God is going to be like, listen, these people are short in this area, but guess what? They still do this, that, and the third. Like, for example, let me give y'all another example. It could be a basketball team. This is why there's no I in team. This is why there's no me in family. Whether that's the family you come from or the family you build, there's no me and there's no I. And let me tell you why. One more example is this. When you look at a basketball team, right? One person may score more points than the whole rest of the team, but the team wins, right? But even that person who scored the most points, he still got to block. He still got to make shots. He still got to, you get what I'm saying? He still got to go out and pursue to get the ball from a teammate and etc. Everybody got to do the same thing, but you can't count how many times this other teammate did it. It don't work like that. Everybody got to do it when they can and then pick up the slack and make the score so that the team still wins. That's the love of God in a way. You don't walk around the world, even when it comes to homeless people, people that you don't know. People, you get what I'm saying? You don't walk into people's lives with that heart posture of, well, where do they fall short at in this, that, and the third? Because in all reality, when you walking in God, when you walking in the love of God, you don't even care what people have to offer. Your mind and your tunnel vision is literally going to be set on your growth, your purpose, and what you can do better. You get what I'm saying? What you can give, what it's going to be centered around you, but it's going to be centered around what you are going to do, give, serve, and etc. So either way it goes, it also gives you peace, because now you're not thinking about everybody else or what you lack and if they're going to give it back. You're going to connect your love, your trust, your life to the provider, and that's God. You're literally going to connect your own life to him. You're going to hold him accountable for your life. And now you ain't looking at your team like, well, did you give? Did you block 3 times? Did you shoot 4 times? Did you make this many scores or this many points? You ain't going to have that mentality. The love of God is going to put you in a position to where you're going to say, I already got the ultimate provider. I already got the one that's going to make the shot. I already got the one that's going to block the score. I already got the one. You get what I'm saying? He's going to do it all. So therefore, I'm coming to give too. And that's going to give you peace. Because when you know you on the team that's winning already, you don't even care about what the rest of the team doing. You just going to come and give what God gave you, because God can give it to you again. You get what I'm saying? So that is going to give you peace. It's going to give you joy. It's going to give you love, because love is sacrificial. Now you can sacrifice, give to other people. It's going to do that for you. I'm telling y'all, the love of God is going to set you in a mentality and an emotional state to where you can enjoy life that much more. And that's the only reason why I'm trying to explain it. Hopefully I'm explaining it good. But either way it goes though, y'all, that's what I've been learning about the love. She done finally went to sleep. But that's what I've been learning about the love of God though. And the reason why I'm pointing this out is because I did not realize that giving gives peace. It's so weird how God literally structures life to where if you serve, you gain. It's like you give and you gain. You get what I'm saying? And you know how God tell his children to be cheerful givers and etc. All of that, it just plays a part, because when you come into the world, think about it, even with Satan. I'm sorry, y'all, I just had a thought. But think about it, even with Satan, he was self-centered. And when you self-centered, it brings destruction naturally. So think about anybody that's in your family, or think about your own character and etc. If you are self-centered, you are going to bring destruction. You are going to bring division. You are going to bring chaos, drama, everything. And you're going to be miserable in the end. And that's my whole reason of making this video, because I don't want people to be miserable, because they don't understand that their lack of faith, it's going to cause them to be self-centered and miserable and divided. You get what I'm saying? And I want people to have unity, peace, love, and joy, grace, faith, all of that. You get what I'm saying? Because that, we need the things that are good in life. We need to be able to see them and experience them to even be able to keep persevering. And that be my whole thing. I be wanting people to persevere. I be wanting people to have joy. And a lot of people don't have the faith to show love. They be thinking love is going to rob them, when whole time they robbing themselves, because they don't want to give love. They don't want to walk in love. Like, love, experiencing love literally blessed me. Like, it literally blessed me. And love can come from anywhere, but it literally blessed me to be able to realize, like, hold on, wait. The more you love, the more God shows up. because you're giving and giving and giving, and God is like, listen, I can give it to this person because they ain't scared to give it to them. That's why God say to give freely as it was freely given to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really how it works. Like, God literally just been wrapping my mind and my heart up in the love of God, understanding. I don't even know why. I almost feel emotional, y'all. I'm not about to get emotional. I'm not about to do it. But it's just the thing, though. It's just the thing that I never realized how much God is involved in selflessness and in sacrifice, and how much he shows up and how much he be like, listen, now I'm about to elevate you. Because if I can give you all this, I know you about to give it to all of them. You know what I'm saying? So when people are like, why am I suffering? Why am I broke? Why am I poor? Why is life against me? Because he can't use you. He can't use you. But see, that's why I'm saying when you're self-centered and Satan comes in to make you always be worried about if you're going to be provided for, that means he has snatched you out of faith. So you have to be selfish. Now you have to be divided because people can't gain from you. Nothing can gain from who you are. Nothing can gain from your character. So now you're operating from Satan's character. You're operating from what he's taught you, what he's planted in your mind, what he's taught you. You get what I'm saying? So either way it goes, though, you got to be pulled up out of that. You got to learn how to be like, all right, God is going to give it to me. God loves me. He's going to do it again. He said if he clothed the lilies of the field, why would he not do it for me? And then even being grateful, like say God did only give you enough of what it is you have. There are people who literally would be grateful to have what you got. Even if that is the best blanket under the bridge. It's other homeless people that be like, dang, I wish I had at least a blanket. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying to stoop that low or anything like that, but I'm just saying really having that heart posture of being like, okay, God fed me today and he got me through this day. So now you build from there. You keep building from there. Your character and all of that, your purpose, where you're headed and etc. Staying focused on that and allowing God to keep pouring into you, you will elevate. God don't lose. You know what I'm saying? But either way it goes, though, it's a lot more in it. And honestly, I could probably talk for years about it. But the more God give to me, the more I'm going to just come on here and give what it is I can, the best way that I can, y'all. But I see Robert doing here with these scriptures. Hold on, wait, let me see. It says try number blocks or story bots YouTube videos. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I be having her, she like to watch Gracie's Corner and then Rachel. I know y'all probably didn't heard of them, but I never heard, what was the name of that? Because I'm a, number blogs. I hope that's like teaching her how to count and stuff like that, because I have been trying to like get her with her numbers and stuff like that. Her numbers and her colors is what I've been on lately. I done did the alphabets to death. Although, you know, we still got to keep working on them and stuff like that. But I just want to start introducing her to the numbers and her colors and stuff. Let me see what you said on this last one, though. It says, right. I done heard that one before it, too. It says, seek ye first the kingdom of God. Absolutely. And his righteousness, and all these things shall be added on to thee. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm basically explaining right now. And that's the funny thing. I don't even be knowing that I be like aligning the lesson with the Bible, but it just end up falling that way sometimes. But either way it goes, exactly. If you seek the kingdom of God and start diving into your purpose, God is going to add these things to you. That's literally just how it goes. A lot of people, they don't be understanding like that your purpose is going to come with trials. Your impact is going to come with trials. Your pruning is going to come with trials. Your character growing, your growth, all of that. Because God not God. But the enemy, he does not want you to find yourself. He don't want you to find out that God has so much more for you. He don't want you to find out that God can heal you and that he actually exists. He don't want you to see that. He don't want you to come into the realization of that. He don't want you to start operating in that, because now he's losing that battle, that selfish battle that the enemy is in right now of wanting God's glory, of wanting to rob him of his people, wanting to prove God wrong and etc. He don't want you to start coming up against his plan. You know what I'm saying? He has to keep you blind. He has to keep you afraid to love, to have faith, to encourage, to give. He got to keep you blind to that. Like, you get what I'm saying? Because not only does it heal and encourage other people. I was just reading in the book of I think it's called Philemon. It's not Philippians. It's the other one. Philemon or Philemon. I can't remember it, but it's something like that. I was reading in that book, and Paul was saying how the other people's love and faith had encouraged him. And listen, the enemy does not want you to start having love and faith, because it's going to do just that. It's going to encourage other people to have love and faith. It's going to realize what encouragement is first. Encouragement is it's an overflow of your heart being fulfilled. And now you are at a place to where you can say, okay, I can get up and do, I can get up and give, I can get up and serve, because I am encouraged on the inside, right? If the rest of the world start seeing you, or more and more people have love and faith, it's going to build encouragement in the world. You know what I'm saying? And then other people are going to be having fulfillment, love, and peace on the inside of them. And that's what the enemy has to stop. So either way it goes, that's why I felt like it was just so important to get on here and just shine some light on what the love of God actually does. Because I understand how hard and how scary sometimes it can be to operate in the love of God, because you'll feel like you're giving away your scraps. You'll feel like you're giving away all you have. And you'll even believe that you won't get it back. God blesses those. He bless. Oh my God. I could give y'all a testimony, but I'm just not. I'm going to give y'all part of it. Let me tell y'all. So even following the instructions of God, I ended up landing in a prophecy. I told some of y'all this already yesterday. But right now I am literally in a prophecy. And me walking out of this prophecy, somebody has already told me, like, hey, make sure you call me before you leave. I want to bless you. I ain't did nothing. But when you step out on faith with what God has given you, it's like he always brings somebody else to replace it. Because he's going to keep moving you around like a chess piece. He's going to keep putting you here and there and there. He's going to use you as much as he can. Laborers are few. You get what I'm saying? The work is plenty. The laborers are few. He say that in his word too. So this is what I mean by when you become trustworthy with the love of God and be willing to spread the love of God and sacrifice and be faithful and operate in faith, he's going to bless you again and again and again. You're going to see him showing up again and again and again, because he's going to restore and replace what he's used or what you've used for his kingdom. He's going to replace it and give you more so you can keep being used. You get what I'm saying? But either way it goes though, y'all, it's power in love. It's power in the love of God. Let me reword that, because a lot of people be thinking that they're operating in love and they still be operating in selfishness. And they be thinking they operating in love, but really what they doing is for themselves. They doing what they doing so that it can come back for them and come back on them. They thinking they got to gain within what it is they doing. They be thinking that it's love. No, love is selfless. Love is selfless. Love has no limit. It doesn't have a goal other than to fulfill the other person or the other people that's around them. That's it. Either way it goes though, y'all, my voice is hurting, so I'm gonna have to catch y'all in the next Mommy and Me God vlog video. The music is dropping, y'all. I cannot wait, because this is my lane. Like, God literally called me to music, and I'm just happy that I realized that. So with that being said, I am finna drop a single. Y'all be ready for the single. And that's about it. I hope y'all enjoy it. I hope some people understand that at the end of the day, when I write my music, I'm just being me. So some of my personality gonna show up. Some of like my message, my word, and what I've learned in life through God, all of that just shows up at once. So please understand, even my imperfection shows up in my music. Like, I'm just me on there. You get what I'm saying? So, but either way it goes, that is coming soon. I cannot wait to release that. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next Mommy and Me God vlog video. And thank you, Robert, so much. You said keep glowing in God, Ananda. Thank you so much. Philip, yeah, that's what it is. 7th verse, for we have great consolation. Exactly, yeah. So you be knowing what I'm talking about. He's talking about, for we have great consolation in thy love, because the bowels of the saints are refreshed by thee. Exactly. It was exactly that chapter. That's exactly what I was reading. But yes, y'all, I love y'all. I'm going to catch y'all in the next Mommy and Me God vlog video. Bye, y'all.